Concourse Stadium in Cincinnati. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. Here's the former Illini kicker Chase McLaughlin to get us started. And we are underway from Cincinnati. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Gun. Cut.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Burrow changing things up here. On 2nd and 11 now. Burrow. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now he's loose down the middle of the field. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. T. Higgins, 85 yards. And the Bengals go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From the end zone, here's Devin Tompkins. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their own 15. They start the drive with White. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Throwing. Mayfield steps away. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They run straight ahead here with White. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield buying time to his left. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they're able to retain possession.
This is 2nd and 8. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Opting to run again here with White. They showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. To throw, Mayfield. Now we're behind his man, incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Logan Wilson. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, Charles, certainly circled that play. We might have to revisit it later. They had 3 in their back pocket. They go for it on 4th and goal and throw the pick.
Well, you know, we're still in the first half.
Here we go.
A bold call nonetheless. And I guess the book might have said take the 3, but it looks like they burned the book and just said, give me the analytics. And the analytics said, go for it.
just tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
Now they'll change things up. Play action. It's Burrow. Rush coming, and he's taken down. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
Now 3rd down.
Back to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Look at the big man rumble. He may go. Jamar Chase. And all the way in for the Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, 88 yards. And the Bengals have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches a football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. There he goes left side. He's to midfield. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game. For here's where the breaks are made, is the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. So naturally they will decline it. They got the first down anyway on the play.
Who needs a penalty when you picked up the first down through hard work and effort anyway? First down.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Here now 2nd and 4. Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9. They keep it on the ground. White again. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Mayfield going to switch things up here. They go play action here on 1st down. Forced out to his left. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll go up the middle with White. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Rashad White. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Buccaneers are back within a score. Todd Bowles leaving his offense on the field. They're going to go for 2 here. Mayfield going to try to throw for the 2. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Boy, a little panic here early. A first quarter onside kick. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 2. Now Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. The 20. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. Under a minute to go. Clock running and a back-and-forth first quarter play. Back to Mixon on first down. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Now 2nd and 9.
11. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
11 MT, take. 11 MT.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow dancing to his left. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
11 MT, 11 MT.
On 3rd down, Burrow eluding the pressure right. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
McPherson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead here to 17-6. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. On the give, it's White. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
A tough spot here. 3rd and 15. They stay on the ground with White. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. Now look at this. 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. It's caught by Mike Evans. And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
11 mighty.
Now Burrow on 1st down. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Mixon. Going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. On 2nd and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon. They'll give it to him again. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. This Tampa Bay defense, they held strong on the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal. Here's a run with Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Bengals are able to widen their advantage. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The drive starts with a run by White. And some space here. Now he's free to midfield. How about this? Racing to the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rashad White with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bucs are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that?
They saw something on film, but do you see something on film opposed to try something from the 15 on the PAT?
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Right. A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Now it's Burrow out to his left. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow sliding out of the pocket. Oh, poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a give to White. Bust through the tackle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's Mayfield. Gets the check down throw to White. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now Mayfield. To Evans on the slant. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. 3rd and 7 now. On a handoff, it's White. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. Mayfield looks to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 1st down, here's White. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. From the 20, here's a 2nd down and 4. Mayfield now. Steps away to his left. Keeps himself upright. Incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds, and he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Mayfield. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. 2nd and 10. Now a run straight ahead with Edmonds. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Let's go, boys, let's go.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Now a 3rd and 6. On the handoff, this is White. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Rashad White on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bucs have got it back to within a score. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he will get into the end zone to cut the deficit down to 4. Boy, they're down only 1 score, still first half, but they're going to line up for the onside kick. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also it may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down, Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Jamar Chase. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. McPherson on for the point after. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Clock running. The Bucs try to go quickly and get set.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. 244 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
First down, Buccaneers.
They'll run with White. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Final play of the half, Mayfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Buccaneers 20.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the 3rd quarter. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they're down on the scoreboard, sort of a sloppy first half. And Coach Davis, if you were in the locker room, what would the message have been?
I think I'd have to go with something you don't ordinarily go with in the NFL. That's a fire and brimstone. You've got to fire these guys up. Make them understand what...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. They'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. Mayfield to throw it. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Well, let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They'll try and throw for it here. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Mixon with a 1st down carry. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 3rd down, Mixon. He gets away from 1. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
They're on 17-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Throwing, Mayfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Logan Wilson. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
Here we go, here we go.
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player, you have to know the situation. That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Again, it's Mixon. And shoves him off at the 20. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter.
Here we go, here we go.
Burrow will throw. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. And the Bucs are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
They'll go up the middle with White. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they're always telling him no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. So they convert on 4th, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. 2nd down and 3. To throw, Mayfield. Flush to his right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. Throw left side complete. That's Evans. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And the Bucs are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's White. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this third quarter of play. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the fourth quarter. Edmonds is into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept him out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Now the Bucs offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. Mayfield going to try to throw for the 2. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Joe Mixon. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. A big play there for Cincinnati. 65 yards.
And what a letdown after a huge play. He's going to pull this in and then set sail for the end zone. And he nearly made it, too. But he's going to be tracked down just short of the goal line. So a big play there that's going to set him up with 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter.
Hey, we got to go score.
Mixon again. But he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. So a pressure spot here for Evan McPherson. This will be a 34-yard attempt. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
On 1, ready?
And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Tanner Hudson from 17 yards out. And the Bengals are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. An important score there, CD, and now an important extra point because it would make it a 3-score game.
Love the math there, and at this point in the fourth quarter, look, we all need next-gen stats, right? We all use them, but we don't need them here, do we? Because that means it's almost a certain victory.
McPherson now for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. after the touchdown. McPherson on to kick this one away.
Can't hold me.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out.
And now here is another interception. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. And the Buccaneers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. And they're going to speed things up here. Mayfield on play action. That is caught. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They go play action. Mayfield. And oh my goodness, here's a fifth interception. Picked up by Jordan Bell. And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock.
On 2.
But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
And now ball going to be intercepted yet again. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Bucs will take over here just shy of the 30. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel.
And my goodness, another interception. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
It's Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Burrow going to change things up. To throw on 2nd and 10. Burrow, he lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
On second down, Mayfield again. That's complete to White. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Another catch by White. Back-to-back plays. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield escaping the pressure right. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. And now they're in the hurry-up. Mayfield now on second down. This is caught by Evans. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 32-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Stop.
On first and 10, Mayfield. He completes it right side to White. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. From the red zone now, Mayfield being chased out left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
This has been a rough one to put it mildly for him, and after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Desperation time. Mayfield on fourth down. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bengals are going to win this football game.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that's one of the few things that has not gone right for this offense so far. They've had their share of big plays. That was nearly another. But somehow, he just couldn't squeeze it.
That one looks like he'll throw here. That one complete down the field to Smith. A big play there for Cincinnati. 48 yards. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter play.
Ready?
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And quickly they get to the line. And they go play action now. Burrow. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up third down.
11.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Well, CD, that helps the home team as they try to erase this deficit, give them the penalty for pass interference on the defense.
Yeah, and they certainly haven't been happy with what they've seen so far, have they? They're certainly hoping that that call now might get the fans back into this one.
Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. Play action. It's Burrow. He'll buy some time right. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
A 3-yard loss on the play. It's third and goal.
11 MT, 11 MT. Dad.
Third and goal. Burrow. And this will be caught. We'll forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.